Hey, so I'm back. So I'm doing another foundation review today. I'm doing it on Hourglass Immaculate foundation. When I test foundations, I test them in a variety of areas, from the coverage to the price, blah blah blah. So it's so hot in here, I'm dying. The description on the website says, Immaculate was developed for those who want a matte finish without endless touch-ups. In addition to commissioning a consumer study. Shadow, what are you doing? Shadow. No, you can't sit there. In addition to commissioning a consumer study on the foundation, we also surveyed some of our clients about it, and many testified to seeing their skin improve from wearing it. They reported that the appearance of acne scars and breakouts had improved. It's a lifesaver for women with oily skin. So I can see that it would be good for women with oily skin. When I put the moisturizer on initially, it looked like, when I put it on with moisturizer, it looked really good. Then as the moisturizer dried up, you could, my dry patches were very noticeable. I can't testify to whether, the skincare aspect of it. I don't have any experience in that, because this is my first time using it. Hey, so my face has been freshly washed. I've got my moisturizer on, and today I figured I would do something different. I'm going to do half of my face with a beauty blender and half with an oval brush. This is not the Artiste brush because I'm not made of money, but it works pretty good. It's just like a friggin' hassle to clean. So I'm just going to go right in. The texture of this is really more moussey and thick than I was expecting. Okay, so I'm going to go in with another coat and see how buildable it is. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see. Hourglass Immaculate foundation is $56 for an ounce, I believe. They have 16 shades, which isn't that, it's okay. It's better than some. As far as coverage goes, I think this is probably a 7. It's pretty good, but not I think it's more natural looking than full coverage, more medium coverage, so I'm going to give it a 7 for coverage. It does come in a pump, so for that it gets a 5. That's how. Just if it comes in a pump, it's automatic 5 for packaging. Although I did notice, I'm not going to take this into consideration with my packaging score, but at Sephora, the testers, the foundation is very thick and it seems to dry up very quickly. So the ones that hadn't been tested in a while were all clogged up and you couldn't get it out. They had to go actually get a new tester for me to try because it was just completely clogged. So if you don't plan on wearing it every day, that might be an issue for you. So overall, for ingredients for me, it gets a 6 because it does have phenyloxyethanol, but that's really the only bad thing it has. It doesn't have any parabens. Also, though, it says it's for skincare, but I don't, in the ingredient list, there's nothing to me that says that it will help your skin. There are some moisturizers, but it also has fragrance in it. The number one ingredient is fragrance. But it just doesn't seem to me like it has anything that's going to do anything for your skin. So I think that's probably just marketing. But like I said, I'm going to give it a 6 for ingredients. And then I'll get back to you on the rest of its score, and I'll let you know. Hey, so it's the end of the day. It's been about 8 hours since I put on the makeup. It kind of rubbed, I wore my glasses later in the day and it kind of rubbed off. Overall, I think it did pretty well, so I'm going to give it an 8 on longevity. It's not as long lasting as the Bobbi Brown foundation stick that I tested, but it's not terrible. It's not patching off. it didn't roll off on my phone. For wearability, I also gave it an 8 because it did start patching up in my dry spots after my moisturizer kind of sank into my skin a little more. But after wearing it for a while, it started to look better. So that gives it a total of a 68%, which is pretty on par with the Loreal True Match that we tried. I like it, but I don't think it's worth $50. I prefer the Bobbi Brown, which is probably about the same price, but I think it just works. I like it better.